Hello, 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 hello. How you guys doing? It's Neil from Madlock Funding. I want to tell everybody thank you for following my Facebook page. I'm going to start putting more content on my YouTube page, Madlock Funding, MADLOCK Funding. If you want to email me, it's madlockfunding@gmail.com. You want to call me, you want to text me, it's 214-457-5355. And basically, I've been in the mortgage industry for about 20 years and had my company going now for 5 years. So, anyway, today what I want to touch on, because I meet a lot of people. You guys know I do commercial lending, hard money loans, private funding. Got the private funding about a year ago. And also, what I started getting more into was I was running across a lot of people that wanted to get into flipping houses, things along that matter, and they had great ideas. Made it. Sometimes some people had great contractors that can actually do the work for them too, but they didn't have like the money to put down to get it going. But they were catching great deals, great areas, a lot of return on investments. Some could be flipped, or some just could be just bought as is and just get a tenant, move right in. So my point is that I had a lot of beginners that was getting upset, like, man, Neil, I'm finding great deals, but I don't have like the capital to move and shape like I really, really want. And I understand because most of the time in a hard money loan, they want you to put 10% down the project. You guys know if you come to me, you only got to put 5% down on the down payment. I mean on the sales price, but not for all the repairs. But that's my other videos. That's my other videos. But anyway, my point is that people be needing capital to get things going, and I understand a lot of frustration. So I've been on my research. I got with a company about 6, 7 months ago. I didn't want to start really doing mass advertisement, so I put a couple of clients through it, and I was like, okay, these guys are official. These guys are official. I actually got one gentleman down in Nashville, Tennessee. I got a lot of clientele in Nashville, Tennessee. How did that happen? I don't know, but I'm not gonna complain. I got one gentleman. I think he was making about 120,000 a year. I was able to get him about 380,000 unsecured. So that's when I started. I was like, okay, I got a couple of 30 and 40, $50,000 deals. So anyway, people were like, what's the catch? What's the catch? And there's no catch. I made sure the company was legit first, and now I feel comfortable putting it on blast. I actually started putting it on my Matlock Funding Facebook page, but on my personal page too. And now I'm going to make a YouTube video to get it out to more of the masses. So this is how the program works. Basically, you have to have they really want you to make like 50 the last 2 years. They really want you to make 50. 40 is the cutoff. 40 is the cutoff. This is an unsecured loan. Okay. Now, the thing about it is it actually can be used for business loans. So I got people coming to me about they're trying to get a business going, things of that matter. So basically it's unsecured. You can do whatever the heck you want. You just gotta get approved. The good thing about it is, some people are like, what's the rate? What's the rate? Well, of course, like anybody else, based on your credit. Most of them unsecured range between like 5 to 8, but it's gonna get more to what your credit score is. But here's the beauty of the program, though. A lot of times people are moving and shaking. People have very busy schedule, so it's very minimum paperwork. So basically, the first step is this company that I work with on this. They only deal with my FICO. My FICO. I know sometimes you guys like my Credit Karma. I'm not knocking Credit Karma. I'm not knocking any other online thing you might have. But for you to know if you really can get approved, for this unsecured loan that I offered through this company, it has to be my FICO. The bank that I deal with, they want it to be my FICO. They like my FICO. They think my FICO is very reliable. So it has to be my FICO. So you can contact me about it. If it is not my FICO, now your credit score has to be a 680. All three. All three of the scores got to be a 680. Now if all three of the scores are a 680, and you have to go to my FICO. Now, when you go to my FICO, the one they want you to have is called the 3B report. So the 3B report is the one they like, and you do the 3B report. That's why they like that one. They kind of told me the reason, but I don't want to get onto the algorithm and stuff like that. But bottom line, it has to be the MyFICO 3B report, all 3 scores. Now, if you do that, and if your credit utilization is like 40, 30 or lower, that's going to increase, the loan amount as far as how much they can get you approved for. So I'll go into another video about credit utilization. A lot of people know about debt ratio, but I'm realizing that I need to really do a video about credit utilization. So I think, you know what, I need to do that like this week, because credit utilization, when it comes to credit, we all know to pay on time. We all know to pay on time. Everybody know that. Our mom taught us that. Our dad taught us that. We learned that when we was a kid. You borrow $5 for somebody, you better pay them back. So we all know to pay our bills on time. But credit utilization also very important. Look it up. I'll do a video about it another day. Matter of fact, I'll do it this week. Y'all hold me to it. I know you guys been like on my Facebook, like, Neil, you got to do more videos. You got so much content. So I'm doing my videos. One got me a new camera, trying to get it more clips. I'm going to get my YouTube going because people say I have so many different things. So just to get a little quick snap on credit utilization, all you need to know is that you can Google it. You pay on time, that makes up 35% of your credit score, paying on time. What they don't tell you is that credit utilization makes up 30% of your credit score. So anyway, getting back to unsecured loan, I can get you guys approved. Yeah, it needs to be MyFICO, number one. Got to have a 680 credit score. Minimum 40. They really want $50,000 a year. Okay? So, if you have not filed your 2021 taxes, still no problem. We can go off of 2020, need a 1040 form, 2021, I mean. And in 2022, I would just need your W-2 and your 2 most recent pay stubs, okay? So, first up, go to MyFICO. If you go to MyFICO, all 3 of your scores are above a 680, you're over the first hurdle. We're over the first hurdle. You need to print that. Make sure you print the 3B report. So that's the first thing. All 3 scores, 680 and above. Bam. You made more than 40,000, preferably 50. Then what you need to do is you need to definitely email me. You email information to matlockfunding@gmail.com, or you can call me 214-457-5355. Say, hey Neil, send my information over. Then what I do is I look at it. Does everything look good? We send it over to the bank. The bank's gonna tell you how the program, everything goes, the things along that matter. Like I said, most of the time, what will happen is you will get what they call a pre-approved letter within 24 to 48 hours, because I turn your file over to the bank, and then the bank, that pre-approved letter, let's say for example you get pre-approved between 30 and 60. Okay, if you haven't been out here shopping, getting your credit pulled, got a lot of inquiries. If you have a lot of inquiries, whatever that pre-approval you get from my bank, you're going to probably get the lower end of it. Let's say 30 to 60, you're going to probably get 30. If you do not have a lot of inquiries, okay, I repeat, if you do not have a lot of inquiries, what I've been seeing with this program is 4 out of 5 people actually gets more money than what the original pre-approval is. So my point is that I had some pre-approval between 20 and 60,000 unsecured. The guy did not have a lot of inquiries, things on that matter. He wound up getting 75. The gentleman I told you guys down in Nashville, Tennessee, got like about 350, 370. I think his pre-approval was like ranged between 80 to 120, and he was making like 115, 120 a year. We got him in like 350, 380. So, I mean, that's I'm not gonna say the man's name, but yeah, matter of fact, I'm gonna need him to go on my Facebook page and do a testimony so y'all can believe. But anyway, but yeah. So my point is that the income has to be there. Not a lot of inquiries. You got a lot of inquiries. That scares the bank because their mind frame is like, okay, you got an inquiry from whatever bank. How do we know you didn't just get approved and that loan has not hit your credit report yet? So you might be having another loan about to hit your credit report and we have no idea. So that's going to make the bank be like, okay, you still got good credit, still meet the criteria, but we might not give you as much as we thought you are going to give you because you got a lot of inquiries. So you might have just got approved for something. Then if you didn't get approved, it makes the other banks be like, it makes my bank be like, well, why they didn't do it? So, my point is that if you got a lot of inquiries, it can hurt you. So you might say, what's a lot of inquiries? If you got like 2 inquiries in the last 90 days, we're good. But if you got like 6, 7 inquiries in the last 2 months, what I've seen is, then it's gonna hurt your chances of them wanting to dish out this money, because you gotta understand, this money is not tied to a house, not tied to a car, not tied to a motorcycle. This is an unsecured loan. Now here's the kicker. For people that's not flipping houses, that's have a small business, this loan is actually for you too. You do not have to have a business plan. Only thing that matters is your actual FICO score, the income, your debt ratio, credit utilization. That's not your job to figure all that out. All I need for you to pull your my FICO. If you got a 680 and you made more than 40 or 50, just send everything to me. I do it. I scrub everything, see if it looks good. If it looks good, and I flip it over to the bank, the only thing that's gonna stop you from there is you. I tell people, once you get to that point, I get you to the bank, then you need to stop shopping. Do not let other banks and people pull your credit, because like I just said, that's going to scare them. Okay, so it's a great program. I got this program probably back in June or July of last year, and I kind of set on it. I started taking it more serious in September, so I telling more people, and I started seeing people get approved, and I saw how the bank handled the business. I was like, okay, I feel more comfortable. Then I started seeing, like, once I got better at screening people, and knowing what the bank really want, and I started seeing people going from like 30 to 40 to like 70, 150, and like I said, one is like 350. I'm like, okay, I know how to screen it, see exactly, okay, this is how they wanted to look, boom. So taking it to another level. So anyway, I don't want to take up too much of you guys' time. I try to keep it under 8 to 9 minutes. Sorry if we're going over, but just bottom line is that if you're looking for capital for any type of business, flipping houses, car business, a guy reach out to me, a clothing business, any type of business. If you just need money for any type of business, and you don't have a business plan, you're having a hard time with the bank because they might not believe in your vision, because some banks just want to approve certain business right now, because unfortunately we're in the middle of a pandemic, and they're like, how profitable will that business really be, and will that business be able to stay around? The good thing about this is that, there's no business plan needed. It's going to be just based off your credit and your income. And so if you get to that point, we get past the pre-approval, I'll go into more detail. But there's no catches, no prepayment, penalty fees, none of that crazy stuff. So anyway, I'm about to get out of here. Anyway, you guys know I do mortgage loans, commercial lending, personal loans now, and business loans. So now I got some more tools underneath the umbrella. My Facebook page is Matlock Funding. It's MADLOCK, not Matlock like the show. MADLOCK. My YouTube channel is Matlock Funding. I'm telling y'all, I'm about to start putting more content on the YouTube. That's a promise. I promise you guys that. So anyway, you guys know what I'm about to tell you. Before Matlock Funding, your financial lock and key, before you actually go out here and try to find a house of your dreams, make sure you come to me for the loan of your dreams. Neil Matlock from Matlock Funding, your financial lock and key. Have a great, great day.